Hello, is there audio now? Is there audio now? Hello, hello. Nobody's here. Nobody's here. Okay, so I blew it. All right, hang on. Okay, is it like back? Is there audio? Can people see me? Hey, everybody. Sorry I went out. It looks like there's one person watching. We went from 70 to 4. Okay, now people are back. Are people coming back? Okay, great. We had some people return. Thank you so much. Okay, now we have a bunch of people back. Okay, hey everybody, how are we all? We're just gonna wait a little bit because a lot of people, there was a screw up with the stupid audio. Can you all hear me? Can we all hear me? Can you hear me in the row? Can you hear me, my friends? Yes, indeed. I see some yeses. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Yes, indeed. I like it. Yes, you can all hear. Thank goodness. All right, we're just gonna wait for people to come back because there was like a lot of people and they all just disappeared. And now, okay, now you're coming back. Now I can see the viewership going up. Nice to see everybody. Hey, how are we all? Hey, how are we? Happy Wednesday. Yes, indeed. We are here. Good to see you all. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you. I apologize about the mistake that this is my first time ever doing this. I think I screwed something up with the audio. I apologize, but now we are here. We are here to talk about Hamilton by the Muppets. Thank you so much. Okay, now there's a bunch of people in the chat. I appreciate it. Hey, everybody, thank you so much. Make your witty comments. Make your goofy jokes. Okay, so as promised, I'm going to answer questions that were sent to me in my post, and I'll try to do as many as I can. I hope I can get to every single one. Before we go to that, I want to say, first of all, let me just say, oh my goodness, thank you all so much. I had no idea this would blow up and go viral and get publications from the Nerdist, Screen Rant, Broadway Now. So many people have reached out to me. So many people have shared this. So many have said it was funny. They liked it. They cried. People cried at the Muppets singing Hamilton. I can't believe I made that happen. But thank you all so much who have supported this. Thank you, the amazing fan art. I am like, you guys have no idea. You all have no idea how much the fan art means to me. That like really gets me to know that my art has inspired you to make art is the most wonderful thing in the world. I can't even describe how much that means to get fan art. And I'm just gonna say it now. I got this question a lot. You are 110% blessed to do any animatics, any animation, anything you want. You can do it all. I give you all, I'm going to do everything I can in my power to give you the files and the sound you need to do your animatics. I love the animatics. I love the Hamilton animatics. I think they're amazing. I think they're better than what Hollywood does when it makes a musical like Cats. Rum Tum Tugger. But let's get to, I don't know if we're ever going to do Muppets Do Cats. Maybe. I don't know. But I just want to say thank you again so much. Thank you for everybody who shared. Thank you for everybody who's been supportive. We've had celebrities actually give this. I got it retweeted by the creator Invader Zim. He retweeted it. Yvette Nicole Brown, who played Helen DuBois on Drake and Josh, she retweeted it. The director of a Goofy movie and Tarzan also retweeted it last night. So yes, and I see it again. You were all allowed to do animatics. I'm gonna like keep saying you were all allowed to do animatics. So before we get to that, I know there's a lot of questions, so I'm gonna scroll from my phone to go for them. But there were also some that were asked a lot of times, so I'm gonna do those first because they were asked some of them up to 10 times plus. So the first one and the one I got the most was, how did you think up of Hamilton as the Muppets? So this whole thing started really as just a Facebook joke. In 2016, I got into Hamilton like pretty much everybody did, and I thought it was great. I loved it. And I just as a goof like wrote, well, what if the Muppets did an adaptation on my Facebook? And so I casted it then. This casting list that you see went all the way back to 2016. Who would have guessed that was a nicer time? Anyway, so I did it in 2016. The cast list actually then was quite different from what it was now. Kermit was still A. Ham, Piggy was still Eliza, Thomas, Fozzie was still Thomas Jefferson, and Lafayette, waka waka. That joke's too good. I had to keep that. And Gonzo was going to be Angelica in drag. And if you've seen the Muppet movies, when they do an adaptation, you would know a human is kept, and I kept Leslie Odom Jr. as Aaron Burr. But when we adapted it into a, this album, I decided to make Gonzo Aaron Burr, and Camilla was Angelica, which was very, very, people love that. The next question I get a lot of, who performed, did you perform all the voices? Yes, I did. I did every single Muppet voice. The only voice I didn't do that you hear are the chorus. That's from a karaoke track. I did not do the chorus. I did all the voices. I did a Kermit the Frog. Lord, show me how to say no to this. I don't know how to say no to this. I did Miss Piggy. Helpless, boy, you got me helpless. I have never been the one to try and grab the spotlight. We were at a revel with some rebels on a hot night. I did Fozzie. Waka waka, may David be with me. This is going too fast. Can we slow the tempo down? I did Gonzo. How does a bastard, orphan, son of a whore, and a Scotsman dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the Caribbean by Providence, impoverished squalor, for what to be a hero and a scholar? I did Camilla. I did I did Rolf, of course. Give me, I am Hercules Mulligan, up in it, loving it. Yes, I heard your mother say, come again. I heard, I did Animal as King George. Animal band drum, I will send a battalion to remind you of my love. I did Sam the Eagle. We are outgunned, outmanned, outnumbered, outplanned. And of course, the highlight, the showstopper, we did Beaker as John Lawrence and Philip. So yes, I did all the voices of the Muppet. How did you choose which roles to give each Muppet? That's a great question. For some of them, I felt like these characters would be very good for these particular roles. Obviously, you got to give the lead to Kermit. Obviously, Miss Piggy needs to be the diva. She needs to be the leading lady. Gonzo felt like a good choice for Burr because in the original Muppet Show, there's an episode where Gonzo plays Darth Vader when they have Mark Hamill on. And I just thought the idea of Gonzo as a villain was funny. Fozzie had to be Jefferson and Marquis de Lafayette just because of the Fozette joke. I thought that was too good not to use. Sam, obviously, I mean, that's easy. George Washington, he's a patriotic bird, America. So we had to be the president. I thought Animal as King George, that just kind of came to my head. I don't know how that happened. Camilla, really, because as I said, my original joke was that Gonzo was going to be Angelica, but when I decided to make Gonzo Burr, I needed a lady, so I had her step in as Angelica. And Janice was the only other girl, so she was Peggy, for sure. So that's how that happened, just ideas like that. And then for like the smaller roles, it was like characters I could do really well and who I thought could be, there's some like material to get out of, like Pepe the King Braun as James Reynolds. That came from the idea of doing, having a joke about, I just think I could see Pepe just extorting Kermit. So the next question we have is, I did perform all myself. What was my favorite voice to do? That's a great question. I think I'm pretty good at the Frank Oz voices. So like Fozzie, Miss Piggy, Sam, and Animal, I think are I think those are the ones I do the best personally. Maybe you think differently. And my favorite was to play Fozzie. For the most part, Fozzie, just because there's a lot of the jokes and like the improv, and I'm so happy his lines just like took off. Like people love the "May David be with me" and what else? The Guns and Ship. I didn't know. I had no idea that would be such a hit. I really appreciate how people love that so much. That was genuine. I could not sing that. I tried, and like this is not working. So we got to think of a joke or something. And the idea was that Fozzie, it made sense. You know, he's a he's a wacky guy, and he can't really you know, it makes sense for him to not be able to sing Guns and Ships fast. So that worked out. Art for adversity, as they say, my friends. But also Miss Piggy as Burn was like amazing. And actually, I love playing Gonzo, particularly in the second act when he became a villain and I got to be like, being like, being the, during Your Obedient Servant and The World Is Wide Enough, being Gonzo then was like so juicy and I got to be emotional and like raw. And I really enjoyed doing that. The most challenging song to record and edit. So the most challenging one to edit, I'll say, was the Reynolds pamphlet because it was so many different voices going at the same time and having to align that up and mix it to get the levels right so it wasn't too loud or too soft. That was really difficult. The Reynolds Panther. The one to sing, there were a few that were tough. I actually cried twice while recording this. I sound like a baby, I know. But Dear Theodosia really, really like gets me emotional. That song is just so it's just so powerful, and it's so universal about, you know, trying to do your best for the next generation. And that line, "You will come of age with our young nation. We will bleed and fight for you." That really gets me, especially with everything going on in this country, particularly the idea of just trying our best to make the world a better place. That got me really emotional. So it was tough to do that one. It was also the one, probably no question, It's Quiet Uptown was like, that's such a personal and such a specific pain. And it's so, yeah, that also really was hard to get through because I was genuinely crying. Also, the animal songs were a little tough because I was laughing a lot because I was thinking of the bits as I was going along, like, "Woman!" So those were kind of tough ones for different reasons. What was my favorite song to do? Oh, Burn. Hands down. Burn was the best. When I got to play up Miss Piggy just being a diva and like, "You brought this girl into our bed and clearing your name. You have ruined our lives." That was great. That was probably the most fun to do was Burn. So here's one I got a few times. Why was Philip played by Beaker and not by Robin? For those who don't know, Robin is Kermit's nephew. I was 100% like 120% gonna make Robin Philip before Act 1 came out. Like, okay, so I'm gonna definitely do the dual casting for Fozzie and Rolf, but I'm gonna switch Beaker with Robin. But Beaker became so popular and so beloved. I just felt like, you know, I don't want to deprive the audience of more Beaker because they seem to love him so much and he's so funny and people think he's great. So I didn't want to lose Robin. Robin is a quick little cameo in Cabinet Battle 2. If you listen, he says, "Go get him, Uncle Alex." And I think another thing is that Robin's not as funny as Beaker. I think Beaker, there's more comedic potential. So I am kind of glad I did it because after I had uploaded it, I did a little poll on my channel, and like Beaker's, and who was the best one in Act 2? Beaker like destroy, like it was like 50% Beaker. So I'm really glad I went with that call and made Beaker Philip. So this is another one I got. Will I be doing other projects with different characters singing Hamilton? I'm not. I don't think so. I think Muppets as Hamilton is just so perfect and was such a hit. I don't want to try to replicate that. I don't want to try to like ride its coattails. I want this to be unique and pure. I might do more Muppet sings certain things in the future, maybe depending how this goes, how this continues to, you know, get traction and get people enjoying it. If people like it, I would love to do more. I just need to think. I need to be passionate about it. You know, I need to be a project that I really care about because I see in the chat some people are asking, how long did this take? This took all of June and July. I had heard that Hamilton was coming out on Disney Plus, and I had made that joke back in 2016, and I did 2 little videos in 2016 of Miss Piggy doing Helpless and the cast doing Hamilton, the title song. They didn't really go that where at the time, but admittedly, I had like 100 subscribers, so I had 1,000 views. So like, oh, people kind of like that. And then I did the whole thing this time, and it has millions of views. So yeah, it was you know, to do it took a long time. It probably took altogether, Act 1 was probably 2 weeks of straight recording, a week and a half of editing, and the same thing for Act 2, 2 weeks of straight recording, and then a week and a half of editing and mixing. So altogether, really all of June and July. And I was really happy to have got it out in time so that it was kind of relevant with Hamilton's release on Disney Plus. So let me just, now I'm going to get off the, now I'm going to get into the questions you all asked me on the post, because those were ones that were asked by a lot of people, so I want to write them down. Yes, I see Lay Muppets. I think that'd be really fun. I already have like, and I am Bear. Waka waka 24601. We might do that one, maybe. Let me get the questions up. Thank you again so much for everybody coming. Really, really appreciate it. So we'll do the newest. Yeah, we'll do this one first. Okay. So, and please, you know, I try to share fan art. So please follow these people on Instagram or whatever, because their work is amazing. So let's go down. Okay. How did you choose the cast? I answered that one. Did you record all yourself? Yes, I did. I recorded this in my house. I have a home studio. I have my own little microphone set up. I recorded it by myself in my home. And can Disney please hire you? I hope so. Maybe. Was there a particular song you had to constantly do takes over? Yeah, I did. As I said, the animal songs, that would be enough. I actually had to record a lot of times because I'm not a singer by any means. This was not made to show as you can probably tell, I'm not the world's greatest singer. This was more about the comedy. So but even I could tell, like, I was, the first 3 takes of that would be enough were like way off key, like really bad. And I have no professional training. So even I could tell. So that had to be redone. Easiest and hardest voices to do. Easiest were Camilla and Beaker. They were very simple. Hardest was Animal. Animal's kind of tough because it's very loud and very gravelly. So it's kind of hard to do him. Gonzo was kind of a trick to figure out. So I had to, I appreciate this actually, because Gonzo took a little time to develop. And I think he got better in Act 2. I noticed some people had said in the comments they think Gonzo got better in Act 2. I heard that, I read that constructive criticism in some of the comments of Act 1 that he was a little off. So I really tried my best to make him sound more accurate in Act 2. So I really appreciate people who took notice of that, I did try to actively try to make him a little better. So thank you. Will you make Act 1? I probably won't make animations. I actually am an animator. I went to film school. I might. It will take I might do some animatics, maybe, but I give all my blessing to anybody who wants to do animatics. You are more than welcome to do animatics, animation, fan art. You can, yeah, go ahead. You were A-okay. Will you, how did you think of Angelica as the chicken? Again, Gonzo was going to be Angelica in that joke status I did on Facebook. And I needed a girl, and Camilla was readily available. How on earth is the latter half of Act 2 so emotional, you god blankety genius? Excuse me. I think because Hamilton is so emotional. When you're an actor and you're given great material, even if sometimes it speaks for itself. And I decided to play Act 2 straight. I felt that this is an emotional piece, and if I play it straight, either A, they're going to the audience will appreciate that I'm being real and being honest and being genuine in my performance, or because it's the Muppets singing a Hamilton song and being very emotional, they'll think it's very silly and funny. So you kill 2 birds with 1 stone by doing it straight. By being real, you get a stronger reaction. But with that said, though, I mean, Bruno was able to really ham it up. I mean, I couldn't resist. I mean, I had to do that. Which song did I enjoy singing the most? Burn. Sorry, I already answered that. Okay, this is an interesting one, and a lot of people want to know. I know this is kind of stupid, but did Lin-Manuel Miranda ever react to this, or does he even know about this? I have some theories about our small bean, Lin-Manuel Miranda. I think by now he knows. I don't know if he's seen it, but I think by now, because it's been shared all over Twitter, I think... Oh, somebody just mentioned Jesus Christ Superstar very quickly. Somebody else already did Muppet Christ Superstar on YouTube. Look it up. It's great. I'm never going to do that because that one is already perfect. But as for Lynn, I think he knows about it, but I think either A, he's a very busy man, and he probably does not have time to watch his own show with Muppets. B, maybe he saw a little bit and was like, oh, that's cute. It wasn't his thing. Or maybe he has seen it, he liked it, and he's just waiting. He wants to give me the respect and listen to the whole thing and then like give his opinion and then share it then. Or maybe this is the one I think is most likely. He probably knows it. I've seen videos of him. He seems to be a cool guy. He seems to have a good sense of humor. But maybe because he's on that Disney payroll and Disney owns the Muppets, he has to like kind of keep hush hush about it. He can't really like be sharing an unofficial fan parody. I don't know. Maybe that could be. None of the cast has reached out yet, by the way. But people have tweeted it at them and continue tweeting at them. Hopefully they get it. I would like. That would make me feel so happy. If somebody from the Muppets or somebody from Hamilton loved this and say it's great, that would be my dream come true. Just looking at these. Where did you get the backing tracks for the Hamilton songs? You inspired me to make my own Hamilton parody, but I can't find backing tracks with vocals for half of the songs. They are on a karaoke website, and you can actually find some on YouTube. How hard was the Beaker part? Beaker was actually really difficult at the beginning. I really struggled to do it, but by the end, I kind of got a better feel for it. But still, Blow Us All Away was a bit of a challenge. So it was tough. It was tough to do that. Going is a lot harder than you think it would be. Were you going to give someone a different role but change it? Yes. As I said, Robin was going to be Philip, but I changed it to Beaker. And we tried a few different characters as James Reynolds. I tried Rizzo. I tried really hard Rizzo to do James Reynolds, but Pepe was just funnier. And my Rizzo voice is all right. Yeah, it's not great. So it's better I did Pepe. But Rizzo's in that too. He has a little cameo. Do you feel like your voice has improved as you were making the video? Yes, I do. And this person actually mentions Gonzo. Yes, I feel Gonzo got better. Where's congratulations? I only did the official songs, but maybe down the road we might do the cut songs like the congratulations, Dear Theodosia reprise. Very sad though. Yeah, what is Rizzo the Rat Nation Rise? I was seeing that all over Twitter. But what's the other one? Oh, First Burn. Somebody said First Burn, and I listened to that for the first time. That could be really good as Miss Piggy. Yeah, maybe down the line we'll do that. And the Adams administration rap. An open letter to the fat, arrogant, anti-charismatic national embarrassment known as President John Adams. That could be fun. Get back. Did your voice hurt doing any of the voices? Yeah, Animal and Sam the Eagle took a lot out of me. That was really tough. Would you get anyone to actually film Muppets with the audio? If you want to do like a lip dub parody, you're more than welcome to. I encourage and bless any parodies, any fan art, any fan mashups. I love TikTok is going nuts over this. Those are great. If anybody's a TikToker, check those out. Oh, which of the Muppets you think could replace the original Broadway cast? I think you could get Animals King George on Broadway, and it would be great. That or Camilla as Angelica. So let's go. That was the today I posted today. I have a second one I posted yesterday, which has more. So bear with us, everybody. I'm gonna get to that. I'm seeing people make comments about what they want to see next. I have no idea. So let's see. I'm going to delete the old one that had no audio, by the way. Okay. So, sorry, brother. Sorry, gang. I'm just trying to find where I put the... here it is. Okay. Rocky Horror could be fun. I'm just a sweet transvestite. Maybe, I don't know. Go all the way down. All right, we did those questions. How does a bastard, orphan, son of a whore, and a Scotsman dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the Caribbean by providence and poverty and squalor grow up to be a hero and a scholar? You got to ask Lin-Manuel or Ron Chernow about that one. What was your favorite and least favorite Hamilton song, and which Muppet is your favorite and least favorite? That's a good one. My favorite Hamilton song is probably, that's a great question. Wow, I got to think about this. I love the King songs. I also really enjoyed Washington on Your Side. That's a good one. That's jam. Story of Tonight's really good. I like kind of like, I'm not a really big hip hop person, so I really like the more kind of show tuney songs. As I said, Washington on Your Side, which has the fastest rap. One Last Time is probably my favorite. Least favorite, I guess, just because it's not Meet Me Inside is, you know, it's a deep cut, you know, it's all right. Favorite Muppet, Fozzie, because I do comedy in New York City. Well, I used to before. So I've always had like a Fozzie admiration. Least favorite, I don't know. I love them all so much. I can't pick a least favorite. How did you long take a song together? So a song would probably take a full day of recording and then a full day of editing. So probably 2 days. Unless it was like one of the quicker ones, like Best of Wives, Best of Women. That took kind of quick, but for the most part, they were about a 2 days process altogether. Which Muppet impression and which song do you think you did the best on? As I said earlier, I think I am the best with the Frank Oz characters like Fozzie, Miss Piggy, Sam, Animal. The song I did the best? That's a good question. I really liked The World Was Wide Enough. After struggling so much with Gonzo throughout the whole process, being able to like be so satisfied with that emotion, I was really happy that I was able to pull it off. So I'd say that one. It was really, really satisfying to do. I was satisfied to do. And satisfied. Satisfied I thought was great. That was, I remember recording that and I was clucking a chicken like, just thinking this is the stupidest thing I'm ever doing. Nobody's going to like this. It's so dumb. And people loved it. So I really it means so much. It really does. And I've seen this a few times in the chat. Yes, I did originally try to rap Guns and Ship, and this was not working. So I just had to do the joke because it was just not happening. Who's your favorite voice to do? That's a good one. Favorite voice? Again, I'd say the Frank Oz characters. On a scale to 1 to 100 to make this, 70, 65, around that. It was tough. It wasn't the most difficult thing on the planet, but it was tough. And Act 2, there was a lot of pressure to do good in Act 2 because Act 1 went so well, and I know I had to do my best to make sure the audience was happy. Oh yeah, I did this as a joke. I want to know, what actually is your favorite subspecies of South American parrots? I love macaws. If I were to pick 3, I would do a scarlet macaw, blue and gold macaw, and a hyacinth macaw. I used to work at the Bronx Zoo as a tour guide till this whole thing happened. I'll probably be back next summer. So I know all about birds. Did you choose some Muppets over others because you couldn't do some of the voices? Yeah, I would say I did pick ones I knew I was good at, but also ones that were pretty popular. So, yeah, I guess you could say that. Is there any joke you had to leave behind because of the cast you chose, like having Pepe as King George or having Statler in the Senate? No, because I made the casting first, and the jokes came for that. So if it makes sense, like I casted the whole thing, and then end the casting process, I would then make the jokes come through there. They're very organic. Some of them came on the fly while recording. I just improvised them. Which one of your casting choices do you think was the most controversial? That's a good one. I thought Robin, the Beaker Robin thing as Philip would have been an issue, but most people like that. So I would say maybe that's a good one. Some people wanted Cookie Monster as Hercules Mulligan, so I guess maybe, but I love Rolf, and Cookie Monster is not technically a Muppet. He just got in there as a cameo. No, he is a Muppet. I'm sorry. Any Jim Henson puppet is considered a Muppet, unless it's like the fantastical ones. What's your favorite color? I love yellow. As you can tell by my room, I'm a yellow fan. What is your history of both Hamilton and the Muppets? Additionally, what's your favorite Muppet medium? Sorry. My history of Hamilton, I was very late to Hamilton. I didn't catch it in 2015. I saw it, the opening number of the Grammys, like in January of 2016, and I became obsessed from there. I haven't seen it. I actually saw it after finishing Act 1. My brother and I are both theater people. He does technical theater. He's an electrician. He does lighting, and I do performance. Like I'm technically a voice actor. I've done a couple of commercials. I was in a Geico commercial at one point. So we watched it together as I was actually exporting it, and like I got it. Like after 4 years of like fangirling over the album, after seeing it on Disney Plus, like, oh my God, this really is one of the greatest things ever made. So I love Hamilton. I love it. I think it's amazing. I think it's incredible. I think it's one of the most important pieces of art to ever happen. I think it's created and opened up so many different doors to have work that is spearheaded and created by people of color and creating so many great opportunities for an incredible cast. I think it's one of the best things ever made, period. As for the Muppets, I watched the Muppets since I was very, very young. I grew up on Sesame Street in the Muppet Show. And I've loved them since day one. And people ask how I got these impressions down. I've been doing these impressions since I was 5. So it's just been 27 years of just practicing nonstop. Did Geico save you 50% off car insurance? It was actually for the Puppy Bowl. They had a partnership with Animal Planet. So I played a person trying to get into the Puppy Bowl. And I auditioned with a pig. I got to work with a pig. It was really fun. Miss Piggy! Her name was Lena. Go with the first Muppet movie, which is the first one with Rainbow Connection, and they're going up there with like Taxi Driver and Chinatown. It's like a staple of 70s New Hollywood. I love that movie. It's phenomenal. I love it. It's so good. Are there any characters you didn't cast, like Robin, Rizzo, Scooter, that you wish you would have? Who would you cast them as? I'm perfectly happy as the cast is now. Are you going to make a Mickey Mouse version? Oh, boy! How does a bastard orphan? No, you guys can. If anybody wants to do Mickey Mouse, you're more than welcome to. Do you like cheese? I love cheese. American is my favorite. Who is your favorite character? That's a great one. I kind of relate to Hamilton, I guess, because I'm kind of running out of time and trying to go crazy. But I also love the King. I think the King was a real riot and the only role I've ever played in real life. Do you have any ships? Oh, wait, the Tumblr fans are about. Ships. The ships. Who would I ship? Well, I ship Eliza and Alexander Hamilton. In my show, I ship Angelica and Aaron Burr because it's Camilla and Gonzo. So he's a trust fund baby. You can trust him. Do I prefer Angelica or Eliza? Well, I have a crush on Philippa Sue, so I guess I'd say Eliza, but I kind of relate a little more to Angelica. What will I do now? I'll probably do some more impression videos, some like lower scale stuff, and then maybe along the line another big project like this. Or, I might like ask you guys what you want to see more of. And, maybe we might have some more, as I said, like the Hamilton cut songs by the Muppets could be fun. How do you think the new Muppet Show will be? I am cautiously optimistic about the new Muppet Show. I think they learned a lot from what didn't go right with that one that came out in 2015, the ABC show. They were like, I thought it was all right. But I think now they kind of worked the kinks out and are going to have a kind of more traditional Muppet Show. I miss the songs. I think this is going to be good. I think they're going to. I'm fortunate. I see good things for this new Muppet Show. I think it's going to be good. Which Muppet do you think Theodosia would be? That's a great question. Wow. Oh my God. Theodosia. Dang. You got me stumped. You know what? That would be the human role. That would be the Aaron Burr is married to a human. That is who Theodosia is. And he has a human daughter. Both Theodosias are people played by women. Did you have to redo his songs? Yes, I had to redo. That would be enough. Question might not be appropriate here, but could I sync up your soundtrack to the movie? Without video, so you need to play both Disney Plus version of the video at the same time. Okay, so I think this person's asking if they could put my music to the Hamilton video. You're more than welcome to. If you want to do it, people are doing that on TikTok right now. You're more than welcome to. What was the hardest part to do, both production-wise and character-wise? Production-wise, as I said, Reynolds Pamphlet was very difficult. Character-wise was pretty much animal. And some of the emotional elements of like trying to get to that place with like Kermit during It's Quiet Uptown. Got a few questions here. What made you think of adding the Sesame Street characters? I knew I had to have them to some part, like, because Elmo was. I've been told I do a good Elmo. Like, Elmo's a general. Woo! So I knew he had to be in Act 1. He's very popular, with Act 1, there's only so many Muppets that have made their way into pop culture. And I already used the Swedish Chef, as people were asking that earlier, so I used some Swedish Chef. Fiddly D, sorry gang. So I just knew Sesame Street had to be in there some capacity. So I thought the Federals would be a perfect role. We'd bang them all out at once. I was debating, though, actually having not the Sesame Street, having some Sesame Street characters be as Hamilton's fellow Federalist. But I was also considering maybe some of the fantastical characters from, like, I don't know if anybody knows this, Labyrinth and Dark Crystal, like having Huggle there and Ludo and who else? Having from Dark Crystal the Skeksis. You could share a beer with him, Devlin. Make peace. Somebody who's watching this right now is very mad at me because I know you're watching and I know you hate when I do that voice. And Yoda. I was yes, Yoda. I see you. Okay. So, but no, I wanted to have Sesame Street in there involved somehow. So I was glad I had Elmo's Charles Lee, and we got the Federalist. Somebody, and actually, this going back to another question. Yeah, I actually did consider making Ernie and Bert Dolly and Martha instead of Manomet on the Snows. But then I thought it'd be really funny just to have like 1/3 of Blow Us Away as just complete and utter gibberish. So that's why that's in there. And you can grab a cookie with him. And we wouldn't have that great joke if they weren't doing it. Sorry, gang. I'm just trying to find where I was. Okay. Again, if people ask about Lynn, I'll reiterate because more people in the chat now. I don't know if Lin-Manuel Miranda has seen it. I think he has. I think he's at least aware, and I don't know if he'll ever share it, but I hope he loves it because that would mean the world. Yeah, I did not hire impressions. This was all me, gang. This was all me. Another person asking, again, I do not plan to cover Hamilton again with other characters like Scooby-Doo or the Flintstones or the SpongeBob or Mickey Mouse, but you are more than welcome to. If this has inspired you to make art, go out and make art. I encourage it. Did I have trouble with some of the voices? More trouble with some than others. Yeah, Gonzo was kind of tough to nail. Some came natural like Kermit. Some took some time like Gonzo. Dr. T took a little mendeling, so did Pepe, but some were easier. Is Disney going to credit you as an executive director when they make the Muppets do Hamilton special? Please? And can I have a cameo? That's all I ask. I've also been told by some people, like, they want to replace the Hall of Presidents with this. They want to have the Muppets do Hamilton in the Hall of Presidents. Yeah, more power to you. Because that's boring. How did you do the voices so well? I don't know. I'm glad you think they're well, but I just do them. Will there be an animation of the play with the Muppets? Again, I am not planning to do that. Maybe I might do an animatic, maybe. But everybody out there, you are more than welcome to. I would love. Okay, I see it. Why didn't you say Cousin Kermitted suicide? Because as I said earlier in the video, I made the title song in 2016 as a very small video, and that meme had not existed yet. That's why. If it did, I would have done it. Again, I want to reiterate this because so everybody knows. Yes, you are allowed to use the audio in the animatics if you do any. Not really a question, but in my mind during Farmer Refuted, when Kermit says, "My dog speaks more eloquently than me," I picture him gesturing to Rolf. That was a missed opportunity. Thank you for pointing that out. I think the same person actually said it. Like, twice in the show, Hamilton talks about a dog, and Rolf's in the scene. I should have had him go like, "Hey!" I was thinking about doing that, but I didn't have enough time to record it. Missed opportunity. If I ever do like a Redux or a special edition like George Lucas, Rolf is the key to all this. Faster, more intense. I'll add that in. And another thing, somebody else pointed this out, and I'm kicking myself for doing it. I should have had the count doing the 10 dual commandments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the 10 dual commandments. This gentleman has posted the same thing a few times. I'm going to read it. Hi, Ricky. My friend Shannon and I are obsessed with HamilMuppets. We listened to it at least 10 times. She's going to med school next week. Could you shout her out as Miss Piggy? Wish Shannon good luck. Oh, okay, sure thing. Okay. Oh, Shannon, my boo. I
hear you're going to medical school. Well, having worked in veterinarian's hospital, I know all about it. You're going to do great. Of course, you know why? Because moi says you will. Kissy, kissy, Shannon. You're going to be a great doctor and or nurse. Oh, and by the way, if you have a love potion for, I have a certain little frog I think could use it.
Okay. Little improv, everybody. I hope you like that, Shannon. No, Brooks is the Muppets Twitter. Let me see. I'm sorry, gang. I apologize. I should have had these printed out. My mistake. Favorites. Yeah, as I said, macaws are my favorite subspecies of parrot. Yes, I did all the voices. Okay, some casting choices were obvious, where to put Kermit, Fozzie, Piggy, Rolf, Gonzo, etc. But how did you settle on other casting decisions? It was a combination of how much comedy I could get out of it and how well I did the impression. Like something like Swedish Chef or Beaker, there's a lot of potential comedy there. Camilla, ton of comedy. You know, just the idea of having a character who doesn't speak English have entire ballads, I think it's hysterical. So those are the ones I went with. And I also knew I had to be able to do a good impression of them. Those are really the big things. Do you immediately think of the Muppets when listening to music? I do. For example, I always think of the Muppets when the song We Don't Believe What's on TV by 21 Pilots is played. And why didn't Cookie Monster play Hercules Mulligan? I love Rolf. That's an interesting question. That's a great question. I mean, do I think of the Muppets when I hear a song or something? You know, Kermit the Frog is so attached to rainbows. Whenever I hear Somewhere Over the Rainbow, you know, the Wizard of Oz song, my mind goes right to Rainbow Connection. So I'll say that. And that song actually references Somewhere. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? Oh, that's actually a gift from a friend. She framed Roger Rabbit. How do I say no to this? You got to ask Mariah Reynolds, my friend. Is there any way to make an animated or live action version of this? You're more than welcome to animate it, make animatics, but live action, you got to talk to Disney, my friends. What is your technical setup in making this gem, microphone, recorders, software, etc.? Okay, so I do have a microphone. I have a Yeti Blue microphone, which I use. I am trying to mitigate to another microphone, but that's a great microphone for beginners. I've been in the voice acting game for about 4 years now, so I am kind of outgrowing it, so I'm trying to get a new one. I have my microphone in a portable soundproof case, so it doesn't go through. So there's not a lot of noise, background noise. In terms of recording, I used Audacity. Audacity is a free program. Again, I'm trying to get into Audition a bit more, but Audacity is great. All the mixing, leveling, noise reduction was done there. Excuse me, not mixing. Mixing was done in GarageBand, and then the musical element was done in GarageBand. So Audacity was used for the recording and editing. Mixing was done in GarageBand. If I had time, I'd love to work on an animatic. You're more than welcome to. Or if we got a group of artists, it'd be awesome to do it. Yeah, I love all the improv. Well, thank you. Yeah, you're more than welcome to do an animatic. That's the end of the questions for the comments. I'll spend a little bit of time now doing some questions in the chat. I see there's a lot though. I'll try to do as many as I can. I won't repeat myself. If you ask a question, it's not that I'm ignoring you, it's just that it's already been asked. Is that hey hey? Yes, that is hey hey. Is there? Actually, this will be fun. I know a lot of you guys are Disney fans, so this could be fun. My hey hey is actually a very special hey hey. He does this. Hope you enjoyed that. Wait, does your clock have a toy? Yes, I used to work at Toys R Us. I was with them until they closed in 2018. Oh, the Zoom party's watching from Twitter. Hey guys. Hey, excuse me. Hey everybody. How are you all? Hope you're having great. Is that Hogwarts in the best? Yes, that is Hogwarts. That's Hogwarts Castle. That is SpongeBob. That's an older Lego set. That's the Pineapple, the Krusty Krab, and Chum Bucket. Above it is the Baybox, the from Goblet of Fire, the carriage. And that's Hogwarts Castle. And there's actually a First Order from Last Jedi, ATA Walker. Can you shout out Tapeworm Target? We're a group chat that does Zoom calls and watch. Check out Tapeworm Target, gang. Sing Good Inside from Land Before Time 7, Stone Cold of Fire as a cartoon characters. Maybe we could try that. That's actually my favorite Land Before Time sequel because it has the flyers in it, and pterodactyls are my favorite. Yeah, Muppets version of Cats. That'd be great. Was doing Miss Piggy's Hiya! Fun. Blast. Loved it. Are you the official Muppets voice actor? No, I'm not. This is just an unofficial parody. I'm just a comedian. Yeah, I'm so sad I put Cats out there because a lot of people want to see Cats. How was my day? My day was all right. I had a kind of a crazy day. If I were to switch Hamilton actors to play the Muppet cast, as I said, I think you could put Animal as the king in real life. That'd be really fun. Mel, nice to see you. A lot of questions. Let me go down if anybody posted anything recently. Will you be able to maybe talk to Disney about making this into an actual movie? I don't know. I don't think I have that power. Does God stay in heaven in fear of saying no to this, the Muppets? Yes, he does. Do you know you made the ultimate piece of art because you have? Oh, thank you so much. Did you say Southern mucking puppet Democratic Republic? Yes. Okay, that's a great question. Some people, some older people, were frustrated and angry that I had the Muppets curse. For me, it's a parody. And I also say the Muppets, Jim Henson envisioned them as a kind of a counterpoint to Sesame Street, which was aimed at primarily preschoolers. And so he wanted to be family friendly with, you know, you could have innuendos, you can have a little raunchy stuff. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. But I did get a little flack from that from parents. So in Act 2, I tried to tone it down a bit. But I also worked in a reference because Southern mucking Muppet Democratic Republicans is a reference to Saturday Night Live. Jim Henson did a Muppet skit on SNL called Mucking Fuppets. It wasn't super great, but it's kind of a little in-joke to Muppet fans. I also know some people wanted Wilkins and Wonkins in this. If you know who that is, that's a deep cut. Oh my goodness, Defunct Land, hello. Thank you so much, my friend. I love your videos. You are fantastic. That means the world. Thank you. Thank you so much. What else? Some other comments. Yes. Wow, Defunct Land. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You guys have done phenomenal work, especially with the Henson-related stuff. Incredible. I'm seeing a lot of Heathers fans, Heathers and Beetlejuice and recent Broadway, maybe. What's your outfit, dude? Oh, this is just this is a colonial outfit. Somebody said earlier I look like the Beast from Beauty and the Beast. I did it twice in college and actually last year on the New York comedy scene. I did a one-man show of The Lion King, and it went really well. So I've been always considering doing Beauty and the Beast. You can see The Lion King one-man show. It's in my videos if you want to check that out. It's very silly. It's based off the movie, not the Broadway show. So rate Hamilton 1 to 10, 11 out of 10. I think it's one of the greatest things. Yes, thank you, Defunct Land. Thank you so much. Wow, Defunct Land. This is so exciting. Where did I go to college? I went to Emerson College, which is in Boston. I did comedy out there and was on a lot of their shows. I actually played Cookie Monster at one point. Cookie Monster, you can grab a cookie with him. Have you ever listened to Lynn's other musicals? Yes, and I'm glad you mentioned that because I think the funniest thing I got on Twitter was somebody saying, yeah, so we're going to get the Muppets Take Washington Heights next. I'm not doing it in the Heights. I have my great-great-grandmother was from Columbia. That is not enough for me to justify this very white person doing In the Heights. No way. But I love In the Heights, and I am so excited for the movie. I think it's going to be phenomenal. I think it's going to be an incredible movie. Any more questions? Can you have Kermit do a shout out to my daughter Sammy? She's 6. Okay.
Hi Shannon. It's your old friend Kermit the Frog here. I hope you enjoyed Hamilton. I know I did, because mostly I got to play Hamilton. I also hope you like my show on Muppet Babies on Disney Junior or Disney Plus. I'm not too sure. There's so many different Disney versions out there. But I hope you have fun. Bye.
Can I do a Harry Potter version? Again, I don't want to do any more Hamilton versions. I want to do this, but I probably will do a video of me doing impressions. I can do a few Harry Potter impressions. Tell me who this is.
Turn to page 390.
Gryffindor. That was you probably don't know who that was. Can I do a shout out to your mom as Animal?
Hi, Mom! It's Animal!
What do you think Matt Vogel playing Kermit? So Matt Vogel, for you who don't know, is the current voice of Kermit. He just took over from Steve Whitmire, who did it for many, many years right after Jim Henson's passing. I think he's doing all right. I think he'll grow into it, and in a few years' time, we won't even. You'll all get accustomed to it. It took a long time for people to get used to Steve as Kermit. I think he's doing a great job. And I think he was really, really good in Muppets Most Wanted. I thought he was great as Constantine. What is your opinion of Cats, the movie, and the musical in general? So I have some history of Cats. I saw Cats at the local I live in Long Island. I don't live in New York City itself. I live in Long Island, which is right next to New York City. I saw a local production of Cats with my grandmother, and so I kind of had a little. And she used to read me the T.S. Eliot poems of Cats, so I have kind of like an emotional attachment to Cats through my grandmother. I thought the movie was the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life. It was just me, my brother, and some teenagers in a completely empty theater, and it was one of the most fun times I had in a movie theater. Cats was amazing because we like riffed. We were like Statler and Waldorf. We were like, oh, that cat booty. It was nuts. It was so much fun. I thought if you look at it like The Room or Birdemic or something like that, it's great. If you look at it an actual movie, it's terrible. Let's see. Are you half-blood? I'm not. Am I half-blood? I'm a Muggle. But my house is Gryffindor. I'm a Gryffindor. What else is it? Yeah, smoking's bad for you. I don't smoke at all. Can you do the Muppets as 6? I never heard. I'm not familiar with this musical called 6. Are you excited for Muppets Now this Friday on Disney Plus? Yes, I am excited. I think it's gonna be really fun. Say my name, Ahsoka Tano. Hi, Ahsoka from Clone Wars. Who would be John Adams? This is a great question. John Adams, I don't know if anybody caught this, but John Adams is Goofy from Mickey Mouse. You can hear the Goofy holler in the Adams administration when he says, "Sit down, John, you fat mother." You can hear that's supposed to be like Kermit like destroying Goofy, like he owns him. What else we got? What houses do you think the Muppets are in? Well, Piggy is all right. Kermit's Hufflepuff, I think. Piggy's definitely Gryffindor. So is Fozzie. Gonzo might be Ravenclaw. Animal, that's I don't know. That's a tough question. Muppet Spring Awakening. God, I dreamed there was an angel who could hear me through the wall as I cried out like in Latin. This is so not life at all. I have heard of falsettos. My brother loves falsettos. Series. Happy birthday, series, from your favorite comedian. Hope you can bear it. Waka waka. It seems like a lot of people are into Les Mis as the Muppets. It's so funny you should mention that because my first ever set I did in New York City was me singing the Muppets doing Les Mis. It was, do you hear the Muppets sing? You're singing a song of angry men. I did it like at an open mic with a bunch of 40-year-old comedy bros, and they all thought I was crazy. But they loved it. Ruby. Hi, Ruby. It's your old friend Kermit the Frog. I hope you're enjoying this live feed. Do I drink Wilkins coffee? No, I don't. That's a deep cut. Why did you choose Lafayette to be called Lafayette? Lafayette because it sounds like Fozzie. It's just so funny. Can you do a piece of Master of the House as a Muppet? I'll do Animal. Master of the House, darling of the charm, quenty with the cranty man and open arm, Salvador de Paul, brother da me don't know the words. Can you do the Tim Curry laugh from Muppet Treasure Island? Ha ha ha! Oh, good one, Jim. Your old pal, Long John Silver. When you're a professional pirate. Do you wish they had the original Muppet Show on Disney Plus? Yes, I do. Oh my god, I wish they did. I watched that nonstop. Are you a voice actor? Yes, I'm a professional voice actor. I've been in commercials. I've done a Geico commercial. I've done a commercial for a children's book. If there's any gamers out there, you can see me on the Minecraft Marketplace. I've worked with a very good video game company called Everbloom Studios. They've had some downloadable maps. I think it's called Space Adventure. I was Buzz in that. I was in, I think the other one was called Dream. Chips. It's lost my mind, but Everbloom Studios is the studio. Look them up. You'll see my voice in there. I was also in several other commercials as well, including a Geico commercial. I'm sorry. I've never seen Heathers. I apologize. I don't know who Miss Figure playing that. Roblox? Would you give a shout out and animal to all Disney workers from our Roblox? Hello, Roblox workers at Disney. This is Animal. Hope you're having fun out there. Where did you learn to do impressions, or how? Was it talent you were born with? I've been doing impressions as a little baby. I don't know. It's just kind of a natural thing for me. What about Rent? That would be fun. Rent. What's your favorite episode of The Muppet Show? I love the Star Wars one, Mark. That's one of my favorites. I also love the John Cleese one. I love the Elton John one. I love the Harry Belafonte one. Yeah, those are some of my favorites. Do Rolf saying, okay. Southern Mucking Puppet Democratic Republicans. What's your favorite video game series? I'm not a gamer, so I'm going to say Zoo Tycoon. I know, I'm bad. So who is the worst Muppet ever? I love all the Muppets. Charlotte Fozzie. Hi, Charlotte. Hope you're having fun from your friend Fuzzy Bear. Waka. I think we are getting close to an hour, gang. So I think when we hit the hour mark, we're gonna cut it off. But maybe this was so much fun. I'll probably do another one. So just get your last questions in. 3 more minutes. Favorite celebrity impression?
I love doing Nicolas Cage.
Can you have I seen Star Kids? I love Star Kid. I would love to do, if they let me, I would do a Muppet Star Kid show. I don't know which one though. Maybe I thought Black Friday was phenomenal. I thought they killed it. I don't know why people are poo-pooing it. I thought Black Friday was great. Favorite musical, The Lion King. Lion King's my favorite thing of all time. Yeah, I think we're gonna end soon. I have not seen Dear Evan Hansen. I've seen very little on Broadway, actually. Despite living in New York, I've only been. The last time I was at Broadway was a few years ago. I saw SpongeBob, which was amazing. Seeing like Squidward Tentacles have a tap dancing solo number while playing clarinet was life changing. But that was my last one. That was my last thing for a long time. Can I have a shout out as Willy Wonka? There's no way of knowing which way the wind is blowing, or the fire hell roaring. Yes! Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Kronk, I can kind of do Kronk.
The boys are for Cusco. Cusco's poison. Poison for Cusco.
I love the 2011 Muppets movie, but I love Muppets Most Wanted even more. I really like that one. I will definitely do another stream, absolutely. As I said before, John Adams rap, maybe in the future we might do the cut songs. Hi, little sister, it's Elmo! Can you say my name, Lindsay, just for human interaction? Hi, Lindsay! How do you maintain your voice healthy? I don't know. I try. Vocal rest, water, a lot of water. Gonzo, yeah, my voice hurt a lot after Gonzo and Animal. Animal especially. I saved Animal for the last because he took a lot out of me. As said before, I liked the 2011 Muppets movie, but I liked Muppets Most Wanted more. But my favorite Muppet movie is the first one. Okay, gang, I think that's about it. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. This was such a hit. Hi, Chase. Oh, yeah, one album. Okay. Hi, Chase. Good to see you. All right, gang. Thank you so much. We'll probably do another one. I'm going to share more fan art. Find me on Instagram or YouTube. Email me your fan art. You're more than welcome to do animatics. Thank you all. Mwah, mwah, mwah. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Have fun. Thank you. And yeah, we'll probably do another live stream. And thank you so much. I hope you love Muppets Hamilton. Share Act 2. We need to get more views on Act 2. I'm beyond the mood, but I want that one to be 1 million too. I know that's kind of crazy, but thank you, gang. Bye.